This is clearly a puzzle. The First Morning Star by Larmach. Bars. I imagine we have to, like, move these things around. So it's Larmach and then bars, perhaps?
This song mentions specific pole weapons. Watson, stay here to ensure that the creature behind the wall doesn't escape.
Where are you going now, Holmes?
To find the solution to open this door.
Oh, okay, never mind. I guess we're not solving this puzzle yet. I need to find weapons, apparently.
I need something.
Okay, I am definitely going to go to... I'm here in the Tower of London, so I'm gonna take all these weapons now. Now I can go back here.
You must be Sherlock
and
Holmes,
steal
am
weapons.
I right?
Hey, dude!
The chief told me to help you. What can I do?
Can you help me to identify certain weapons that are found here?
No problem. That's easy. Show them to me, and I'll tell you what they are.
Okay, let's find these weapons then. They are not here. Okay, there we go. We've got some. That's a mace, right?
A morning star, a club-like
morning
weapon,
star.
quite popular with the English army.
It seems dangerous. That's a sword, right?
Come, Mr. Holmes, that, quite simply, is a sword.
Oh, simply, yes. Okay, what other weapons do we have that I can steal? Let's see. I don't see any other weapons. Here we go. Lots of weapons. Let me just steal all of them. That's a ton of weapons, actually.
These weapons are heavy. I can only take 2 at a time.
Really? Oh, you lazy pants, Mr. Holmes. Lazy pants.
Can you help me to identify certain weapons?
No problem. That's easy.
Okay, well, I can only carry 2 different weapons at once. And, I have no idea which weapons I need. Come on, come on. So we need, Morning Star. We've got the Morning Star, and then... we needed a sword, I guess. So let's see. I was here in Wakefield Tower. So who had the Morning Star? We're going to double check. The First Morning Star by Lamarck. And Lamarck is a dragon holding a cross. So here's Lamarck. Morning Star goes there. Excellent. So this is going to be ridiculously difficult. Can I put it in the wrong spot or not? It would be helpful if this game let me, like,
I need something.
not put something in the wrong spot. But that might be asking a bit too much of this game. So here, let me try putting the sword in 2 different spots. And it looks like the game does not let me get the sword. Okay, so let's see if these documents have anything to do with swords. Okay, Morning Star. Bars scrupulously sharpened his glaive. He waited for Percival in his crow's beak. Bellavere in his bardic. Partisan. Lancelot's sense of duty was too strong with sword in hand. Okay, Lancelot had the sword. So, Lancelot has lions, so the sword actually does go there. Cool. It seems like a lot of work to get a random crow, but we are doing this. Let's get 2 more weapons, and then return. There seem to be more weapons than there were, you know, like, whatever you call it, spaces for them. So I imagine some of these weapons are superfluous, as in not necessary.
This hook is a bec de Corbin, or crow's beak as it's sometimes called. It was complemented by a hammer or spike.
Bec de Corbin, was that one of these items we need? No, I don't think so. So we needed... I mean, it could be that. Crow's beak.
a partisan, a hasta.
Partisan or hasta. Was that one of these things? Yeah, Kay had a partisan, and then apparently Percival had the crow. So let's go back. I like this puzzle. I can actually solve this puzzle. That makes it a good puzzle. Haha, haha. Okay, so, Percival, Crow's Beak. Which one's Percival? It's a little heart, so the Crow's Beak goes with the little heart. And then next we had the Partisan, which went with K. And K is the horn. So K's got the little horn. Here. Only 2 weapons left. Can I get the correct 2 weapons on the first guess? Let's see. Maybe the game will be nice and automatically just give me those 2 weapons. Or it'll make me guess from that row of 10. Yeah.
These days, we call this a spear. During the Middle Ages, it was called a glaive.
Hey, that's one of the items I need. Great.
It's a bardiche, a type of poleaxe without hooks. A large axe, really.
Dang, I got them on the first try. All right, I'm amazing. Okay, back to the documents. Okay, so I need to figure out who has the glaive bars. Okay, so the big cross has the glaive. And then the final one is the bardiche, so let's just throw it in there.
Elementary.
Well done, Holmes.
Yay! Let's get that crow. It's been a lot of work to get that crow.
Look, it's a bat, Holmes.
That's not a
It is
crow.
scared of our light, as many members of its species are. It will be very hard to attract it, and even harder to capture it. If only we could disorient it. Perhaps by pointing a beam to flash a bright light at it. Listen, stay here and prevent it from escaping while I go look.
Okay, well, fine. I need to find a bright light somewhere. Haven't the slightest swear. Ooh, there's a torch. Can't I just grab the torch? Wouldn't that be simpler?
Have you found something, Mr. Holmes?
Yes, but apparently I am not telling you about it. Okay, I'm just going to use a hint here. You need to stun it and capture it. You need to create a bright light. You might have seen an item. You need magnesium. I think I know what that is. That was inside one of these random rooms. I forget which random room. Anyway, it was... No, that wasn't it. It was the dormitory. It was in the dormitory, I believe. I think it was this room. Come on, hurry up, Holmes.
Closed.
This one? So we are going to frighten it with magnesium. This camera right here. Would have been simpler if we could have, you know, taken this to begin with.
Bright light.
Would have been a lot simpler if I didn't have to go all the way back here to get it, but no matter. I will defeat that evil crow, evil bat. And then we'll be done.
Watch out. Protect your eyes.
I highly doubt this will let us... Oh, man! We just killed that bat. Wow.
You got it, Holmes. And as a bonus, you got a nice photograph also.
Ooh. Okay, so, that actually is a pretty nice photograph. Jeez.
What do you suggest I do with a photograph of a bat, Watson?
Give it to Sergeant Wayne. It's his camera.
Did your voice just change, Watson? I guess that wasn't Watson, that was the other person.
The animal is holding a small piece of paper between its paws. The message written on this paper is illegible. We are supposed to find 6 birds, and there is one missing. 2 possibilities. Either one of the birds has flown and taken our hopes with it, or, despite our misfortune, there is still a chance that the last bird is completely diurnal and is perched somewhere awaiting the day.
What shall we do, Holmes?
Stay up, Watson, and wait. Wait for the dawn and the first signs of life from the bird.
Wow, this is going to be a terrible night, isn't it? Later!
Watson! Watson! I hear a bird's call. It would appear that our prayers were answered. We must seek it quickly, Watson.
Wow, so this was just a huge waste of time, I would say. It's like, well, we couldn't find the final bird because, well, that bird only wakes up during daytime.
The bird, Holmes. There it is.
A bird, yes, but which one? We must identify it, Watson.
Okay, let's use the telescope then. There it is. It's a bird.
Incredible. Based on this bird book, it is a Lemurgier. I have heard about them, but I have never seen one with my own eyes.
Since you never leave our lodgings, I'm surprised that you've even heard talk of them. Now what?
Lemurgier, Watson. If only it was Greek and had a great big turtle.
Oh, what?
A turtle, Watson. Have you never heard of Aeschylus, the philosopher?
I must still be sleeping. This is all a dream. Maybe the whole thing has been a dream. It must be the side effects of the nightmare I was having. Any moment, Mrs. Hudson will...
Watson, get a hold of yourself, man. You aren't dreaming. Our mission, England's honour.
Holmes, did I really hear you talk about a Greek, bearded vulture, a turtle, and a philosopher all in the same sentence?
Indeed, Watson. Listen carefully. Aeschylus was an ancient Greek philosopher. He had a phobia of enclosed spaces and would never enter a building of any kind. This was as a result of the fact that it was predicted that he would die by being crushed by a roof. Do you know how Aeschylus died, Watson? His skull was smashed by a turtle that fell from the skies. We cannot escape our destiny. A turtle carries its house on its back, and its shell is its roof. But where did this turtle come from, and why did it fall exactly on the head of this poor man? Some would say that it was the divine power attached to the prophecy. There is, however, a more pragmatic explanation. The Lemurgier, or bearded vulture, likes to eat the bone marrow from the cadavers of large animals. To extract the marrow, it grabs the bone in its claws and flies to a great height. Then it lets go over a rocky area where the bones smash and split open, giving it a lavish feast. Some of them have been observed in Greece behaving the same way with turtles as they normally do with bones, to get at the flesh. Aeschylus was of an advanced age at the time of his death, and his bald head would have reflected light like a smooth rock. Had he been under the shelter of a house, he would never have been hit with a turtle in the first place. I'll let you ponder the philosophical points of the matter, but coming back to our Lemurgier, we'll need some bait and something with which to capture the beast.
Holmes, I will take care of finding a turtle. I'll return as soon as possible.
Really, Watson? I commend your industry and valor. That leaves me to find something to trap it.
However, Holmes, would you happen to have a few quid on you?
No, but you can make a detour via Baker Street. There must be at least 10 sovereigns hidden in our lodgings. Just a little memory exercise that I set up. At the boredom, you know.
That was a really, really, really long lecture for just saying, hey, we need a turtle or some sort of bait. Really, you could have just... whatever. Anyway. That was just such a long, weird, random... Okay, we're gonna give you several minutes of exposition talking about this. Yes, of course. So, I need to find money inside here, which apparently I'm gonna use to buy a turtle. I imagine it'll be one of those turtles from those turtle racers that we saw in the previous video. Okay, so, can we find 10 quid hidden inside our area? I like how, like... Holmes is like, what? No, you don't waste money. It costs money for us to go back and forth between these areas, right? I have to pay for a cab. Okay.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
Watson's feeling proud of himself for the first time in his life. Maybe not the first time.
A sovereign. Perfect.
Okay, we have to just keep going with our hidden objects challenge, basically. I love how he has to spin around in place. That was cute.
Strange place to stow money.
All these places are strange. Fortunately, it looks like they've got the little hand icon rather than the eye icon, so I don't confuse it with things that I've played around with earlier.
Colonel Gordon, it was...
No, come on. I say that and then I get stuck on that thing. Okay, never mind. Okay, here's a new area I haven't been able to look at before. Okay.
A sovereign. Perfect.
So much money everywhere. Woo! Okay, that did nothing. Cool. Brilliant animation. How do I get away from that area? Come on, Watson, just go to the other side of the room. Okay, so, it says 4 sovereigns. That's good. Let's see if we can find the other 6.
Strange place to stow money.
What's this statue?
What? This accursed statue is still here? I've asked Mrs. Hudson to remove it for us.
Reference to another game, I presume?
Strange place to stow money.
I think that's it. Yeah, I can close these drawers if I really wanted to. Okay. I think I've gotten everything inside this room. Let's check these rooms. Here we go. This would be way harder if I couldn't just press the space button to see what things are able to be stolen.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
Apparently with, like, the Xbox version of the game, in order for that to work, you have to be in first-person mode in order for you to see the items you can interact with. And you have to be relatively close to the items, otherwise the game doesn't show you that. That must be a pain.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
I mean, this is clearly the puzzle that was designed for, right? The first-person thing. Also looking up, we looked up in that one area in the National Gallery.
Ha ha! A sovereign. Elementary, my dear Holmes.
I thought we would have to look up to find birds and trees, but apparently not. That was not required for those bird puzzles.
A sovereign. Perfect.
I have 10. I have all 10. Awesome. I'm amazing.
I have no interest in going there.
Why not? You're already there. Well, the map is not letting me... Okay, here we go. Zoom in on Baker Street. Back to the pub. Turtle smugglers. I mean, gamblers. Hi, can I buy your turtle?
How much for one of these turtles?
The champion isn't within your means, chap. The loser will set you back 10 sovereigns.
Man, that's an expensive turtle. But I've got it.
How much for one of these turtles?
The champion isn't within your means, chap. The loser will set you back 10 sovereigns.
Well, there's your 10 sovereigns. I love how this guy's just waving around, really not doing anything.
No, I have nothing to ask him.
I'm guessing I have nothing to ask to any of these people.
Scram, you drunkard.
Oh, come on! Why is everybody here so mean?
I'm a secret wall with ears. Shh.
That's so weird. In any case, we have finally gotten a turtle. I say finally, like we've been looking for the turtle for a really long time. I don't think we have, but we've been here. We got the turtle, and meanwhile Holmes was going to get some sort of trap.
I need something big with which to catch the lammergeier. It's a rather large bird.
Okay. So, Holmes needs to find a trap.